You are not lost. You are just unaware. Most people walk through life thinking they are confused, unlucky, or somehow behind. They say, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where my life is going. I feel stuck. But what if the problem is not that your life is unclear? What if the problem is that you have never been taught how to see clearly? Because here is the truth no one tells you. You don't suffer because life is hard. You suffer because you don't understand it. From the moment you were born, you were programmed. Programmed by your family. Programmed by school. Programmed by society. They taught you what success looks like. They taught you what failure feels like. They taught you what you should want. But they never taught you how to think. So now you chase things you don't even truly desire. You compare yourself to people you don't even respect. You feel pressure from standards you didn't choose. And then you call it stress. But it's not stress. It's misalignment. You are living a life that is not yours. That's why you feel empty even when things are okay. That's why you feel tired even when you rest. That's why you feel lost even when you're moving forward. Because deep down, you know this isn't it. But instead of stopping to question it, you distract yourself. You scroll. You watch. You consume. Anything to avoid facing the one thing that could change everything. The truth. And the truth is uncomfortable. It forces you to admit. You've been living unconsciously. You've been reacting instead of choosing. You've been surviving instead of living. But here's the good news. The moment you become aware, everything changes. Not your circumstances. Not your environment. You. And when you change, everything around you starts to shift. So before we go any further, ask yourself one question. Are you ready to see your life as it truly is? Or are you going to keep pretending everything is fine? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Awareness is the beginning of all transformation. But most people avoid it. Why? Because awareness destroys illusions. And illusions are comfortable. You believe you are busy. But in reality, you are distracted. You believe you are tired. But in reality, you are undisciplined. You believe life is unfair. But in reality, you are unprepared. This is not meant to offend you. It's meant to wake you up. Because the moment you stop lying to yourself, you gain power. Real power doesn't come from money. It doesn't come from status. It comes from clarity. When you see things clearly, you stop wasting time. You stop making excuses. You stop blaming others. And suddenly, you start taking control. But clarity comes with a price. You can no longer play the victim. You can no longer pretend you don't know. You become responsible. And responsibility is heavy. That's why most people run away from it. They'd rather stay confused than be accountable. They'd rather complain than change. But not you. Because if you're still watching this, something inside you is waking up. And once it wakes up, there's no going back. Life is not fair. And it was never meant to be. Some people start ahead. Some people struggle from day one. Some get opportunities. Some have to create them. And if you keep waiting for life to be fair, you will waste your entire life waiting. Because fairness is an illusion. What matters is not what you get. What matters is what you do with what you get. Two people can have the same situation and create completely different outcomes. Why? Because mindset creates reality. One sees problems. One sees opportunities. One quits early. One keeps going. And over time, that difference becomes everything. So stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what can I do with this? That question will change your life. Most people think discipline is restrictive, but discipline is actually freedom. Without discipline, you are controlled by your emotions. You do what feels good. You avoid what feels hard. And that leads to a life of regret. Discipline flips that. You do what matters, even when you don't feel like it. And that builds confidence. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you prove that you can be trusted. And self-trust is everything. Without it, you doubt yourself. You hesitate. You overthink. With it, you move forward with certainty. That's the difference. You are not lazy. You are unclear. When your purpose is weak, your actions are weak. When your vision is blurry, your motivation disappears. Clarity creates energy. When you know exactly what you want, You stop procrastinating. Because now, every action has meaning. So don't ask, how do I stop being lazy? Ask, what do I actually want? That's where everything begins. Pain is unavoidable, but suffering is optional. Pain is part of growth. Suffering comes from resistance. When you resist reality, you suffer. When you accept it, you adapt. And adaptation is power. So instead of asking, why me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? That question turns pain into wisdom. Your life is not built by what you do once. It's built by what you do daily. Small habits, repeated over time. That's what shapes your identity. If you keep showing up, you become consistent. If you keep quitting, you become unreliable. It's that simple. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. Comparison is the fastest way to destroy your peace. Because you're comparing your reality to someone else's highlight. You don't see their struggles. You don't see their failures. You only see the result. And that creates pressure. But your path is yours. Different timing, different journey. Focus on your own growth. That's where real progress happens. You don't need more information. You need action. Most people consume endlessly. Books, videos, podcasts. But they don't apply anything. And without action, nothing changes. Knowledge without action is useless. So start small, but start now. If you made it this far, you are already different. Because most people wouldn't. Most people would quit. Most people would scroll away. But you stayed. And that says something about you. It means you are searching. Searching for clarity. Searching for direction. Searching for something more. And that's powerful, because the moment you start searching, you start changing. But here's what matters most. Don't just listen to this. Use it. Take one idea from this video and apply it today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Because your life doesn't change when you understand something. It changes when you do something. And if this video gave you even a small shift in perspective, then don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs it. Because you never know. This might be the message that wakes them up. And if you want more content like this, more truth, more clarity, more real talk that actually changes your mindset, then hit follow. Because this is just the beginning. Your life can change, but only if you decide that it will.